Meanwhile, globally Iran agree to temporary ceasefire as tensions simmer in ongoing war. A fragile pause in one of the most volatile conflicts of 2026 has emerged after the United States and Iran agreed to a 2-week ceasefire, temporarily easing fears of a wider regional escalation. The agreement comes after weeks of intense fighting involving Iran, the United States, and Israel, with the conflict, sparked on February 28, already causing widespread destruction, thousands of casualties, and global economic anxiety. Last-minute deal averts major escalation. The ceasefire was reached just hours before U.S. President Donald Trump's deadline for Iran to reopen the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, a key route for global oil shipments. Trump had issued stark warnings in the lead-up to the deadline, threatening large-scale attacks on Iranian infrastructure, including bridges, oil facilities, and power plants. His rhetoric drew global concern, especially after he warned that a whole civilization will die tonight if Iran failed to comply. However, in a dramatic reversal, Trump suspended planned military strikes after Iran agreed to a temporary truce and conditional reopening of the strait. Role of diplomacy and mediation. Pakistan played a key mediating role in brokering the ceasefire, with negotiations expected to continue in Islamabad. The 2-week pause is intended to provide a window for diplomatic talks toward a broader peace agreement. Iran has presented a 10-point proposal outlining its conditions, including sanctions relief, access to frozen assets, and the withdrawal of U.S. forces from the region. While Washington described parts of the proposal as workable, significant differences remain, particularly over Iran's nuclear program. Violence continues despite ceasefire. Despite the announcement, hostilities have not fully stopped. Missile strikes and air attacks have continued across parts of the Middle East, including exchanges between Iran and Israel and ongoing clashes involving Hezbollah and Lebanon. The war has already inflicted a heavy human toll, with reports indicating more than 1,900 deaths in Iran alone, alongside widespread infrastructure damage and civilian suffering. Internal and global reactions. The ceasefire has sparked mixed reactions within Iran, where some hardliners oppose any temporary truce, arguing it falls short of a permanent end to the conflict. Public demonstrations in Tehran reflect growing internal divisions over how the war should be handled. Internationally, Trump's earlier threats have drawn sharp criticism from political leaders and global figures, raising concerns about the legality and ethics of targeting civilian infrastructure during wartime. Uncertain path forward. While the ceasefire offers a brief reprieve, officials on all sides caution that it does not signal the end of the war. Iran has emphasized that the truce is temporary, and negotiations in the coming days will be critical in determining whether a lasting agreement can be reached. With tensions still high and trust fragile, the next phase of diplomacy will likely shape not only the future of the conflict, but also stability across the broader Middle East.